Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Treasure Trove Tarot, also known here on YouTube as Mystic Moon. Welcome to my second channel and welcome to What Do the Queens Want Us to Know Today of the Tarot. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the four queens of all the suits and we're going to see what they want us to know about. So what I do is I take the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles, and I break them up into what those suits mean and what we need to know. So the decks I'll be using here today, I will go ahead and list them down below. I'm going to pull out the Queen of Wands, which is what we're going to start off with, okay? What is the Wands energy? Well, the Wands energy, first of all, is the fire element of the suit. So this is talking about our confidence, our self-worth, our determination, our inspiration right now. So we're just going to get some messages about those topics. So let's jump right into it. Obviously, just take what resonates and get rid of anything that doesn't. And if you guys want your own personal reading with me or any of the decks that I've created, all of that information will be down below, you guys. So let's get into it. What do we need to know today about our Queen of Wands energy? What does she want us to know? What does the Queen of Wands want us to know about our self-worth, our determination, who we are, our confidence? Let's take a look. We have the Dress of Alchemy. Wow. Release your power. 33. So if you guys want to look up the number 33, there could be a special message for you. But this basically is like the magician, the alchemist, somebody right now who is really in their power, you guys. So this is definitely telling us here that we've got a lot of power that we're holding on to that's within us. And if we're determined enough, if we're disciplined enough, we can actually create magic in our lives, you guys. You have that magic touch. That's literally what that card is telling us. Let's go ahead and get a tarot card with this. Oh my gosh, the Nine of Cups. Are you kidding me? The Nine of Cups are your wishes fulfilled. Pure and total satisfaction on your own. So this is about personal fulfillment that comes from within. This is about feeling really, really satisfied with who you are on an emotional level. This is about really loving yourself, you guys. But this is, of course, Nine of Cups. We can't ignore this. This is a wish fulfillment. So there could be something right now that you guys are really fighting for. You're putting all of your energy, your time, your dedication into it. And this is Spirit's way of saying it's going to pay off. So hang in there, you guys. Whatever you're trying to work through right now, or whatever you're trying to create, it's freaking gold. So keep believing in yourself because good things are about ready to happen. That's amazing. All right, let's see what else we need to know from the Queen of Wands. What does she want us to know? We have Frog Princess. Heed wise counsel. Listen, okay? So, of course, this could be, are we dealing with somebody who might be a frog, right? Will they turn into a prince? That could be a message here for someone. I don't know. But let's go ahead and see what we've got. Page of Cups. Inventiveness. Okay, so I feel like there could be a message here about us, whatever it is that we're trying to create. We're trying to take something and we're trying to transmute this energy into something else. Like this frog transforms into a prince. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But the Page of Cups is the idea. It's our artistic expression. It's about what's in our heart space. This is really what's leading you right now. Your heart is leading your creations. You're really inspired by what your feelings and your heart are telling you at this time. So I don't feel like this is about romance. I just feel this is about your artistic expression with Page of Cups. Page of Cups is connected to the sign of Pisces. So it's like dreaming, whatever it is that we're dreaming or we're fantasizing about, we can create these things. So it says heed wise counsel. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of either expertise or a lot of great ideas. Are you listening to them? The only way that this frog is going to be able to transform is if you believe it can. So this is about having some conviction and belief behind your creations. And even if people, some people don't resonate with it, the right people will. So it's about being determined to put yourself out there or do something or take a chance when it comes to the things that make your heart sing with joy. I love it. All right, let's get one last set. As you guys can see, this is all the artist of Jasmine Beckett Smith, I think. So you guys are going to see that all of this, our work on these decks are matching up here. Okay, so, wow. Okay, if any queen in the tarot deck is going to have haters and people that are jealous of her, it's going to be the freaking Queen of Wands. I'm going to tell you that right now, because the Queen of Wands, she is a trendsetter. She's confident. She knows who she is. She goes with the beat of her own drum in life. She's kind of a rebel. And some people, they don't like that. And the reason that they don't like that, you guys, is because they wish that they had the courage and the strength to live their lives that way. So if you have people in your life that try to cut you down, that try to make you feel bad about living your life, living your dreams, following your passions, this just is realizing here that they're just envious of you and they're trying to punish you for what they haven't done for themselves. Now, the Queen of Wands is also somebody who, like I said, she's a trendsetter. Other people might want to copy her. Other people might want to be her. Other jealous people might really try to do things to energetically take her down. But what I'm getting here, you guys, is to be determined like hell to know that the reason that this is happening to you, it's not because people, like there's something wrong with you. It's because everything's freaking right with you. So try to stay in that mindset so that way you don't have to give over that power to feeling like a victim or feel like you have to change course in who you are just to please others. You know what I have to say to that? Fuck that. Okay? If you feel like you have to change who you are to please other people, that's a red flag right there that you should not even be in that situation, okay? And it doesn't mean that, oh, we're so perfect that everything that we do and everything that we're thinking, none of those things have to change, that we're completely right in everything. You're going to know what I'm talking about. If you feel really good about something that you've created or some way that you're living, and then somebody comes in and tries to shit all over it, that's the kind of energy I'm talking about. You know that right there is not a healthy situation for you. So you're going to know that that's not right and that you want to get out. So definitely pay attention to that, you guys, for sure. With the Two of Pentacles, flexibility. Again, that doesn't mean that you can't be flexible. That's the point I was just trying to make. It doesn't mean like you're right and everybody else is wrong. Oh, you can't accept me. You're a horrible, judgmental person. But the thing is, when people try to like make you feel bad and they try to take you down in a very toxic way, you know that something's going on there. You know that's a manipulation. But the Queen of Wands can sometimes be flexible as well, where, she can take a look at herself. She knows herself. She knows her worth, but she also knows there's probably some times where she's going to have to give a little, right? She's going to have to give to maybe get something in return, or she's just giving out of the kindness of her heart, or that, not everybody likes her, but she takes it with a grain of salt. So she's able to navigate through life because she knows who she is, because she has confidence. So what I'm getting here from this queen, you guys, is to really, really celebrate yourself. And if there have been people in your past, haters, trolls, whatever the situation is, let it fall the fuck away, okay? Let it fall away. And don't allow it to ever take you off your course. You can be flexible, yes, and roll with the punches, but you don't have to take a hard left just because somebody can't accept something that you're trying to change or do. Those people need to frickin' go. Those people need to take a hard left, not you. So that's a little bit of an empowering message from our friend, the Queen of Wands. I love it. All right, you guys. So now we're going to go into the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups energy here. By the way, Queen of Wands is Aries energy. And right now we are in Aries season. And we are new moon Aries 2 months in a row. New moon in Aries was in March, but it also continues this month in April. So a lot of Aries energy. Anyways, the Queen of Cups is Cancer's energy, right? Cancer is the crab. Cancer's also connected to the moon. So we have intuition. So the Queen of Cups is going to give us a message about our intuition, also about our emotions, maybe how we're in relationships with other people, etc. Let's see what we need to know about the beautiful Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is very empathic. She can also be very psychic as well. Very sensitive. All right, this is what we have. Ooh, we have Sewer Mermaid. Your sensuality is beautiful. So it's like in the sewer, right? In the gutter of all places. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the tarot on this before I start going into the message. Yeah, I love that. Ace of Cups, fondness. To me, this is about you. Like, even if there's certain things about you that other people don't get, it doesn't matter. You know what you like. You know what you enjoy. You know what's good for you. You trust your intuition. You trust your higher self. The Ace of Cups is your own cup. The Ace of Cups is you having fondness and you liking yourself. So it really doesn't matter what other people think. But I feel like if you are a sensitive empath, it might be that you find yourself in the sewer, as in you're taking on other people's toxic energy because you're so highly intuitive and so highly empathic. So anytime you feel like you're just kind of being dragged to like a low vibrational mental space, or just energetically you feel like crap, Spirit's basically saying, learn techniques on how to clear up the sewage, learn techniques on how to clear up your energy field, because it's very important, because it could also be jamming up your frequencies. A lot of us are thinking things and feeling things that aren't even ours, right? We're just like energetic sponges, just taking on other people's crap. And we need to find ways to strengthen our own cup, because what other people say about us or what other people think about us at the end of the day is none of our business. And it takes real practice and hard work to get to that point, okay? It does. And even though you might get there one day, doesn't mean that you'll never fall into the sewer again. It's just the way it goes. All right, what else do we need to know? This is also too, you're beautiful. Your sensuality is beautiful. If somebody cannot see your worth in the cup that you're holding, then I'm just getting that message here, then they can't see your worth. That doesn't mean that you're not worthy. You need to see your own worth. And it might be that, if they want to swim in that sewer and that's where they want to find someone, then great. But you're not going to lower your standards to someone's sewage level in order to try to make them happy. If they're not fond of you from the very beginning, then it's like you're not going to die trying to make someone love you or feel something that they just don't naturally feel. It just means you're not a match. So I'm getting that as well. Oh, look, whales. Orca magic. The Akashic Library is open. Ooh, that's pretty cool. So the Akashic Records, the Akashic Library, this is our destiny. This is what we're fated to experience in this life. It's what we came here to basically do, our purpose, our mission, the things that we wanted to basically learn and experience here while we're here, and the people that we wanted to have these experiences with. So there's something here about being intuitively just an understanding of why we have met certain people, why we are going through certain experiences. The killer whale, right? Like king of the ocean. So there's this like mastery energy is what I'm seeing as well. So if you really feel like you came here to accomplish great things, I feel like you're plugged into your Akashic record, which is telling you, yes, you're here to reach for the stars. This current situation, if you are swimming in the sewer, you need to get out of that sewer. You deserve more. I feel like that's a message for someone too. You might have to work on your own cup for a while before you actually really realize and understand that you're worth more than maybe you're settling for. Because the Queen of Cups can sometimes, she's too nice. She's too understanding. She can be an emotional punching bag, or even a lot of emotional vampires might suck and feed off of her energy, aka narcissist, because she's so giving and kind. But I feel like a lot of you guys are meant for something greater. You're actually stronger than you realize. So it's time for you that you show yourself that same kindness that you're showing everybody else, which leads us to the Six of Wands. Fantastic. This to me just tells me here that you are supposed to victoriously accomplish something in this life. You're meant to be recognized for your talents, whatever that is. Maybe even you're meant to be recognized for being a psychic or spiritual teacher, or just a way shower for others. Maybe even a healer as well. Being recognized for being some sort of healer. So Don't take on other people's crap or opinions on you, because I feel like it's not accurate. It says a lot more about them than it says about you, but it could be a wound that you need to clear. Ooh, this one just wanted to fly out, so we'll take it. Ooh, okay, madness, ecstatic ritual, energy release. Wow. What is this saying to us? Okay. We might need to do a ritual to release some sort of energy from our lives. And it's kind of cool, you guys, because if some of you don't know, my daughter and I, we put together a monthly newsletter, and it's actually going to be broke up in 2 parts now. So it's we're going to do a full moon ritual, which is coming up here, I believe, on April 6th, and it's going to be the full moon in Libra. And then we have the new moon ritual, new moon in Aries, that's, towards the end of the month. So this newsletter has these ritual ideas for you guys to use and really tap into the moon energy of the month. There could be something there for you guys. You're releasing some sort of energy here from your emotions, from your cup. And Libra is all about balancing the scales of justice, karma, or just feeling more tranquil in relationships. So that could be something of value for some of you guys interested. 8 of Swords, imprisonment, interesting. So if there's anything where you guys feel stuck, you feel imprisoned, or there's a thought that's going round and round endlessly in your mind, you're like stuck in this loop, back and forth, just endless. This to me is telling you that you do have the strength to break out of this imprisonment. That's what 8 of Swords is. It is an indication that we do have the power, if we really truly believe that we do. The fact that this is number 19, which is 1 + 9, 10, you can clear up this cycle. You can release this cycle once and for all. And this whole ecstatic ritual, this is basically saying like a lot of emotion, a lot of madness, even getting pissed in a healthy way. Maybe even like just screaming or beating on a pillow or something like that. That might be what you need to do in order to release some sort of energy. And I'm also getting to that. I believe that my hairdresser, she was talking about this room that they have. It's like the center in Phoenix, where you can go into these rooms. Of course, you have all this protective eyewear and body armor or whatever, and you're going in there just smashing things up. And some people might think, oh my God, that's so low vibe, whatever. But the thing is, this is going to release rage. This is going to release energy that maybe you're holding on to, maybe that you don't feel, or you feel some sort of shame for releasing it. So I feel like it could even be something like that. Of course, in a safe environment, let me just put that out there. It's safe. We're not hurting anybody. This is just a releasing ritual that we're doing for ourselves. The point is we're releasing pent-up energy that could be jamming up our frequencies or continuously causing us to feel stuck or low vibe here. That's the message from the Queen of Cups, you guys. I hope it resonates. Okay. Now we're going to go on into the Queen of Swords, which is Libra's energy, interestingly enough. So this is about fairness. This is about our strength. This is about basically us, just the way that we think about ourselves and the way that we're communicating in the world. It's all of those things. So let's see what we need to know here. Being assertive with other people. We have the Lantern Fairy. Ooh, a clear solution. So there is going to be a solution that is being given to us by the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is not the Queen of Cups, okay? She's not really the Queen of Wands either. She's the queen that is able to utilize her rational thinking and her logic. She takes her emotions out of situations. Why? Let's just say judges, for instance. They're not going to be able to make a decision accurately with facts if they're using their emotions. That's when people pick juries and things like that. They're not going to pick people that have prejudices or they have certain traumas, because that wouldn't be fair. So it's the same thing with this Queen of Swords. A clear solution is going to come from clear thinking. It's going to come from, whatever we need to make a decision on in our lives, we are going to have to utilize our logic, okay? So if something doesn't make sense, it's kind of like that's not the solution. If something just makes sense and we're really taking our emotions out of it, then we're going to be able to make a decision pretty clear here. We're not going to have a lot of attachment to the outcome either. So there's a message about that. we have the moon's energy. Wow. So the moon is very emotional, you guys. The moon is also our fears and the things that we might be hiding from or concealing. Cancer, Pisces energy, both water signs. They don't really belong with the Queen of Swords. So it's not about being dreamy, and it's not about being an emotional, and it's not about really even thinking about what you fear. It's about clearing out that energy, being a badass and just saying, you know what? This sucks, but this is what I know it's going to take in order for me to do what's right for me. Sometimes if you waver with your heart and your head, it's hard to make a decision because your heart's telling you one thing, but your head's telling you something else. So there's a decision I feel that needs to be made for some of you guys in your lives where it's going to require you to be the full-on Queen of Swords, to cut someone out or to no longer be confused and come to a clear solution here to basically be happy in your lives instead of floating around either just in confusion or a state of fear. Okay, so I hope that resonates with someone out there. Okay, that's way too many cards that flipped. We're just looking for one. What else do we need to know from this Queen of Swords? We have 2 kittens. You must choose. Whoa, look at this, you guys. We want to talk about making a decision. 2 kittens. I don't know if this means that you guys, like, this could be your head and your heart. Your heart says one thing, but your head says another. I feel this, but I know this. You've got to make a decision because this whole being up in the air, things are really confused with the moon. We don't really know what's going on. You know, we feel very unsettled with the moon. This needs to be a clear-cut decision so that way we can move towards the sun and have that positive energy in our lives again so we can feel alive again. I feel almost like somebody's the walking dead right now. You're just surviving. You're just getting through the freaking day because you're scared to make a decision. Maybe you're scared to cut someone off, or you're scared to tell someone or to communicate how you feel because this person might be pissed. They might make you feel like crap. But let me tell you something. Nothing is worse than staying stuck in the moon's energy. I remember there was a situation for me not too long ago where I felt something. I knew something was off, but yet I felt like I shouldn't communicate it because I knew that if I did, there was just going to be a lot of negative blowback. So I kind of stayed quiet about it. And then when confronted about it, I was like, you know what? I have to make a decision. So I just decided to just be honest. And of course, when I was, the blowback was there, just like I thought it would, blamed for everything. I'm the bad guy. But I felt so much better that it was just out in the open. The decision was made, done, move on with our lives, feeling good about that decision. Everything's great. That was fair. So sometimes we waste so much time in the fear of what could be instead of just dealing with it. And I just feel like that could be something for you guys. Now, let's just say someone needs to make decisions between you and someone else, like a third party, or maybe you do. This is about doing what's right for you, you guys. Doing what's right for you. And that might scare you because if you tell someone, you know what, I have to be the Queen of Swords here and I got to tell you this isn't going to work for me. I can't do this shit. I can't do this moon energy, which is just being confused, kind of being like wishy-washy. That's not going to work for me. You might fear that you're going to lose this person. And what I have to say is that anytime you're being truthful and honest, and if somebody turns it around on you, that's not a good person for your life anyways. So that might be telling you something. Okay, so we have 2 cards here. 7 of Cups, which is confusion. 7 of Cups, which is about being in the delusion of, you know, maybe a fantasy world, or kind of thinking that maybe someone one day will just choose for us so we don't have to do the work. That right there would be great. It would be great if other people just basically took the sword and made it easy for us, but that doesn't always happen. So don't wait for someone to do the right thing. They're either going to or they're not. Don't put your eggs into someone else's basket, especially emotionally here. So if you're very confused and you keep kind of being given these promises of a future that never come, I feel like some of you guys might need to make a decision here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a Tower energy, you guys. Holy shit. The Tower, Mars energy, Scorpio, which is death and transformation, and Aries energy, which is really, really dominant and very powerful and fiery. So I feel that for some of you, you have to make a decision, and this decision is probably going to bring some sort of falling of walls, devastation, sadness, destruction. a death of the ego, a death of the self. Very hard. So I get it. I get it why you guys might not want to choose, but I feel like Spirit's basically saying that you can continue to kind of be in Seven of Cups, which is this alternate universe of maybe one day, maybe it will work out, wishful thinking, but that also comes with a lot of confusion and not really dealing with reality. You can stay there, or you can make decisions that have you actually taking steps in the physical world, experiencing things on a 3D level, etc. So I don't know what that means for someone out there, but that is what we have. The choice is always ours, wherever we're at. So if we're suffering in the moon's energy and Seven of Cups, might be time for us to cut away from whatever that is. And we have nightmare. Damn, you guys. So something's a freaking nightmare, and it needs to change with number 5. Something is just like, it's not even a dream anymore. It's just turned into a freaking nightmare at this point. So if someone's breadcrumbing you, someone keeps telling you that something's going to happen, but it never does, it might be that you've got to get on your horse and you got to ride off into the moonlight by yourself. Right? You got to protect yourself from whoever this is, because there might just be someone that's bad news and you've got to cut them out, is what I'm getting here. Damn, it's very cut and dry. King of Swords. Yeah, you got to be, not only do you have to be the queen, you got to be the king too. You got to really utilize your logic here. Queen of Swords is Aquarius energy. So yeah, you need both your masculine and feminine within yourself to make this decision. So you want to be fair, but you also need to utilize your logic and really look at this situation very realistically and say, how much longer can I stay living in a dream or getting false and empty promises or kind of hoping that something will change? When am I going to actually take action and start living my life in a real way instead of in this dream world? So I don't know what that is for someone out there, but that is the message from the Queen of Swords. So just take it or leave it, all right? Let's go into our last queen, which is the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn's energy, ambition. So the Pentacles suit is all about the material world. It's all about how we feel about ourselves, like our self-worth, our value, maybe our career, our finances. Let's see what the message is there for the Queen of Pentacles. We have Aloha Healing. Wow, does this mean that we should take a trip to Hawaii in order to experience some sort of healing? Sign me up. That sounds good to me. But that aloha, right? This could just be that there's a Hawaiian goddess that you guys are working with. This could just be really, really just like entering into this energy of love, loving thyself and just really showering yourself with this energy here. Being in nature. We've got birds of paradise. We have waterfalls. We have rainbows. I mean, this is about being in touch with nature. So the Queen of Pentacles, of course, you can see she's wearing these leaves as a dress. So she's really in nature. She's really in the material world. So yes, I feel like Spirit is basically saying we need to get grounded and we need to spend some time outdoors because this would be really healing for us, okay? Some of you guys, there could even be a connection to Hawaii. I don't know. But we have the Page of Swords inspection. Page of Swords is an idea. So if you guys have an idea right now on a healing modality, healing practice, or doing something with herbs or working with nature, what I'm seeing here is that this is an idea that's being given to you from the divine. It's time for you to go deeper and to inspect it even further, okay? So you're getting some sort of spiritual download perhaps on some sort of a business or an idea or something like that. Elizabeth and the Lion. It is time to become a great leader. Wow. So somebody's name could be Elizabeth, of course. Lion is connected to Leo. So that's about being in charge, being a great leader with pride and power. So maybe you guys feel like there is something that you have as far as an idea, and it's going to create this leadership position for you to be in your industry or in your line of work. So that's another reason why you really need to inspect this information that's coming to you, because it's a good solid one for what you might want to do in the physical world that could create change in your financial status or environment. We We have Eight of Cups, quest. I feel like you guys have probably had to walk away from something, or maybe right now you're needing to walk away from something because you will not be able to experience or to embrace your greatness until you do. So if you guys are in a low paying position, you're not really being valued like this leader that you know that you are, or there's no room to grow in your company, Spirit's saying you might have to quest elsewhere. Like you might have to go on a quest to find where your leadership skills will be valued. It might be time for you to walk away from something that's just, you're not being valued. So there's a message in there for that, as well as sometimes we do have to make moves, and that move might be that we need to leave a position that's really, we're not going to ever get to that position. There are jobs like that. It's just dead end. You're not going to grow, and you know it. But you guys could have lost something, and now you're stepping into your leadership role. So like you're being really celebrated right now. We do have compassion, empathy, simpatico, I don't even know what that kind of word is, and kindness. So of course that's compassion, right? Having compassion for people, having compassion for ourselves, right? The Eight of Cups means we could have had to walk away from things, and we're doing it with compassion. We're not just like abruptly saying F you, but we do know that we do have to take care of ourselves because we value ourselves. So it's about making moves, but making moves with compassion. And we have the Five of Cups. Yeah, it's kind of like I'm getting here. I regret to inform you that I'm resigning. I'm getting that for some of you guys. I am. Some of you guys have to walk away from a situation because it just doesn't serve you any longer and you feel really bad about it. Why? Because you're probably an empath. That's why. You know, even though it's like the Queen of Pentacles, she has certain dreams. She knows she's worth more, but she also has a lot of guilt and shame when it comes to basically telling people that she needs more, that my needs aren't being met. So I'm sorry, but I have to go elsewhere. It's like you feel really bad about it. But what Spirit's basically saying is that the longer that you stay in an unsatisfactory situation that doesn't really value you, the more that you're going to actually end up regretting that decision. So you're going to have to find a way to, you know, kind of balance out this ambition and this like that empathetic feeling, compassion and ambition together. And don't let it overrule your decisions, because I feel like when it comes to making decisions, we need to be more of the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords in life right now. Those are the two counterpart energies. So it's like both masculine and feminine sides of ourselves within, where we're utilizing a little bit more logic and rational thinking when it comes to the things that we need to actually do and the moves that we need to make. So people pleasing doesn't mean that we have to be mean or cruel, but we do need to start being a little bit more compassionate with ourselves. Okay. Because the thing is, and I tell my husband this all the time, especially when it comes to like, you know, shit that's going on at his work. I always say, no one's going to take care of you but you. No one else is going to meet your needs except for you. I say it to him all the time. If you're waiting for somebody to realize that you're struggling or realize that, you know, you're really having a bad day, most people don't give a shit. So your needs are not going to be met until you either A, speak them, or B, take care of it and do something, either something else, or you know, people can't read your mind. So sometimes the Queen of Cups makes the mistake of thinking that people are just going to know that she's struggling and then get pissed and resentful when people don't notice or B, don't care. So your best thing to do is to realize that everybody is living their own lives. Not everybody is in that empathetic energy like you might be. So they're not looking at you through the same lens that you're probably looking at them and everybody else. And so it's about balancing out that energy so you can survive in a world that sometimes are full of assholes and people that don't care, but it's also full of very compassionate and loving people too. So it's about being balanced and not being heavily swayed this way or that way, just being kind of right in the middle, which will take you further and further. If you're cutthroat and you don't care about anybody and you're all about yourself, that's only going to take you so far. If you care about everyone and you're working for free and you're barely getting your needs met, that's only going to take you so far. But if you have a little bit of both, that's going to take you further. So it's about finding that balance, which is why I feel going into the full moon in Libra, which is coming up on the 6th, couple of days from now, you guys, this is the perfect time to balance out shit that's not working out in your life. So that's what I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are having an incredible Sunday. If you guys would like to support my channel, I have ways that you can do that are inside of the description box. Also, if you guys want a reading with me, you can book it now by emailing me directly at mysticmoonoracles@gmail.com. I'll put it down in the description box. Anything that you guys see here as far as organites or decks that I used, also in the description box. And if you guys want my personalized decks that I've created, my tarot and oracle cards, they can now be purchased at my storefront. And I'll put that down below because Etsy right now I'm pulling away from. So you guys are going to see that I don't really have anything there anymore. So that's just a transition that I'm making right now because I'm in my Queen of Swords energy, which is there's certain things that are happening that are total bullshit. And I know that does not align with me or my integrity anymore. So I've got to make different decisions. So you see, that's how you do it. All right, you guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.